Morning everybody, welcome to our Facebook Live session. Hope you're all well, hope you're all safe. Some lovely weather we've got at the moment to sort of get out and do our daily exercise, and it's really important that we do that for our own physical and mental well-being. So today we're going to really just focus on doing some work with sort of low balls and then working into our stance and the fundamentals of our one-on-ones. So working on our stance and our positioning. Okay, so it's just a bit of footwork. All right, we're going to include a ball. So I haven't got a rebounder here with me today. Okay, so not everybody's going to have access to those sort of things, but there's still a lot we can do without those sort of tools at home. So you don't need a big area to do this at home, but it's still something, if you do it right, will help you, one, with your technique, two, with your mobility and your movement. Okay, and it's really important that we keep working on those things even when we're in isolation. So you can do this at home, you don't need a big area. Okay, again, I've kept it nice and small, all right, because not everybody's going to have access to a large area. Okay, I've actually just come down to a local park. It's a beautiful day out, so this will be my daily exercise. So yeah, so hope you enjoy it. Okay, and yeah, let's get into it. So what I've got set out first is I've set the cones up on a zigzag. So if you've got 4 cones, all right, so you've got 4 cones and I've set it up on a diagonal, so it's like a zigzag. Okay, and between the width of it is sort of 3 steps. So I go from this cone here and I go 1, 2, 3, so it's not too wide. Okay, and between the 2 cones on the one side is 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the idea is it's not about the distance. Okay, so you should be able, a good way to test is you should be able to get, okay, between each of the diagonal cones, you should be able to get sort of 2 or 3 shuffles in before you get to the cone. All right, so make sure when you set it up, okay, that's how you set it up. So it's a zigzag, all right, so it should just sort of, the idea is we're encouraging a movement like this, okay? So we'll still be able to keep our hips forward. Try not to have them too far forward where we're having to turn. All right, okay, we're gonna get stuck into it. So if you're joining in, looking forward to it. If you're just watching the recording of this, okay, these are things you can work on at home. All right, work at your own pace and you can increase it as you get used to it. So let's get going. So just to start with, just a nice easy warm up. Just going to start on the first cone. I'm just going to go nice easy around the outside of the cones. Okay, so it's not a pace, just a nice easy sideways movement there. When you get to here, we're going to go around the cone and we're going to go backwards. Okay, so it's not about how quick we go, it's just about getting ourselves moving. And again. So we go around the top. Okay, making sure we keep our hips facing forward, hands in front, and moving through. And we're going to go one more, so we're doing 3 sets. So around the top, and then back. So we're going around each cone, keeping our head facing forward, and we do it. Alright, this time what we're going to do is nice, same thing, but we're going to run forward. So a nice easy jog forward, okay, around each cone. Okay, again, this time we're going to go backwards when we go. Nice and easy. Again, it's a warm up, so we're not looking to go 100 miles an hour. Keeping our hips facing forward. Oh, we're going to change. And now we can go back. You've got to get used to turning your body. So you get used to changing direction. See how coordinated you are trying to go backwards. One more set. So now we're just going to do a bit of dynamic stretching. So we're just going to go from here, we're going to work on opening the gate. Okay, so we're going to lift our knee, lift your knee straight up, open the gate, right up, there, little side shuffle after. Open the gate, get across to the next cone, open the gate. Now when we're going backwards, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to go back. So we open it up, there, so we're opening up our hips. All right, so lift that knee right up, there, stay balanced. We lift it up and right out that way. And again. Again, this is not how quick you do it. This is just about making sure we're preparing ourselves as best we can, all right, to help with our movement and our mobility and reduce the risk of injuries as well. So make sure even when you're doing this, your hands are staying in front. So you're still working and moving in your stance. Okay, so it's always that second nature. Hands always stay in front, hips and shoulders always stay facing forward. Okay, this time what we're going to do a sumo. Okay, so just nice, easy. So you're going to crouch, so you're going to open your hips up, legs a bit wider than shoulder width. So you're going to go down, there, step up, you're going to go 2 each cone, we're going to change direction. Hopefully your knees don't creak like mine. So down, so open your legs up just a bit wider than shoulder width. Okay, and then when you get to the end, just going to nice easy jog back. We go again. Make sure when you're doing this, keep your chest facing forward, all right, so we're not leaning from there, but we're bending the knees and dropping the hips down nice and low. Okay, one more. Now this is really important, these sort of exercises warm up. We're going to do a bit of low ball work and scoops, so we've got to make sure we're warming up all those muscles and we're increasing our flexibility as much as we can. Alright. So hopefully by now you should be nice and warm. Okay? So now we can start getting into our movement. Alright? So start to work on our technical bit so we can start increasing the pace just a little bit more. So from here, okay? Now we're going to go side shuffle to the cones, so not outside, just to the cones, but it's got to be a little bit sharper. So we start using our hips a bit more, okay? And we're going across there, set. So each time you get there, you're going to get yourself set. All right, nice easy jog back. And again. Each time we get to the cone, it's really important that we can get set. Because the idea is we want to make sure when we're getting there, we're moving into a ball, all right, that we're balanced on the pickup, okay? So really important, when we're getting here, we're nice and balanced. Our last little movement's a little hop into your stance. Okay, so the movement on your way back, you might do a bit of dynamic stretching if you need to. It might be leg swings. A bit tight like me. Okay, and again, get sharp, set. There, set. All right, so again, feet shoulder width apart, using the balls of our feet. So when we're moving, we're transferring with our hips. Okay, so when I go change direction, for instance, when I get to here, I'm balanced. My first step, okay, from here is with my left foot. So I need to transfer through my hips, then step across and drive through and get set. Okay, focus on the technique. It's all in the hips, transfer through the hips so we're moving through, all right? And again, 4. Okay, so we're using those hips, transferring across, there, set. All right, right into our stance. Again, dynamics if you need to on the way back. Okay, one more set. Okay, so we'll make sure we're nice and balanced. All right, now we're going to do the same thing going backwards. So start at the last K. From here, keep your hips and shoulders facing on a forward angle. So from here, going back, set. Going back, set. Okay, so the idea is again, we're transferring through the hips. We jog back to the start. Okay, so when our first move, we've got to open that hip. Okay, again, keep our shoulders and hips facing forward. Drop your shoulder. There, into our stance. Okay. And one more set. We'll go one more. All right. So work on that gliding, transferring through the hips. So we're not lifting our feet up and our feet shouldn't click. Okay. As one foot moves, so you're dropping the shoulder and using your hips, shoulder knees stay in line, and using both sets of toes to move. That's generating my power and my drive. Through the hips is the drive, through that near foot is the power. So it's there, balanced, and I'm driving into my stance. So I'm still balanced, okay? So your feet move together and you're set together, all right? So it's really important because that's the movement that we use when we're in goals. Okay, making sure when we're moving across, we can get across right in behind and we're leading with that near foot. Okay, so if a ball's going to our right, we're using our right foot to move across in behind. Okay, or our left foot if it's going to the left. But the idea is we have to move as one. Okay, all right, something a little bit different now. So just watching. From here, you're going to start facing your first K, so diagonal. And we're going to run forward, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn in. So we're going to turn in here. So if I'm running forward here, first K's on my left, I'm going to turn in with my right foot and get into my stance. There. From here, now my first move is with my right, so I'm turning in with my left foot. There, set. Okay, there, turn in, set that way. All right. So what you want to do is from here, coming in, turn in there. Alright, so you're going there, bang. Alright, so the idea is we're moving across and turning into the line of the ball. So you should end up with that cone directly in line with your nose if you can. Alright, so hips facing forward and our feet are level. Go again. Going across, turning in, and set. So the idea is we're hips still facing forward. So from here, when I'm moving, my hips are still facing the forward angle, so I'm transferring onto that left foot. My right foot's coming across, so I'm already turning into the line of the ball. There, so I can change my hip. So there, bang, and then moving in behind, okay? So this might be a cross that comes in or a ball that comes across goal. We're making a run towards, and we've got to turn in to get ourselves square. All right, not every cross is going to be high. So we've got to be able to adjust our feet and our hands to make sure that our hands are level, okay, and we're square to the line of the ball. We're going to go again for me. Okay. Just relax for a little bit. So this time you're going to grab a ball, okay. Make sure the camera's still working. This time you're going to grab a ball, all right? And what you're going to do, okay, is when you get to the cone, you're going to get there, and you're just going to drop the ball and pretend to pick it up. Nice and easy. It's not going to be, it's not about how quick you go. It's just making sure now we're moving into that ball. All right. So. From here, hold the ball in your hands. Okay. Coming forward, drop it in front, scoop it up. Hold it in your hand, drop it in, move in, step into the ball. okay? So the idea is if I get to here, I'm turning in, so now I just drop the ball just in front of my body, so now I'm stepping with my left foot to get in line with the ball, now I'm dropping my hips down. So this comes back to what we did at the start in our warm-up, and getting our hips down nice and low. Alright, so it's there, turn in, that way, okay? Go again. So from here, same thing, we're running towards, so same as we did the last exercise, coming in, turning into it. So we go forward, we turn in, we drop, we pick up. So we're moving into the ball. Again, there, turn in, pick it up. There, turn in, pick it up. Alright, so we're moving into that ball. Okay, again, when we're picking it up, keep your chest facing forward. Still want to lean in, get your shoulders over the top. The ball makes contact with your body. Head over the top, okay, shoulders wrap around it. Okay, and again, now if you're having trouble with getting the bounce right, that's okay. When you get to here, alright, just put the ball on the ground, okay, there, scoop it up. Alright, come down, put it down, scoop it up. So you just slow it down a little bit, there, scoop it up. So you're still focusing on that last step, moving into the ball. Alright? So if you're coming forward and you're finding it hard with the bounce, that's okay. Okay? Put it down on the ground, step in, bang. Put it down on the ground, step in, bang. So you're still getting that movement of turning into the ball to then scoop it up. Try one more. Alright, so it's really important we get those hips working and we drop those hips down nice and low. Okay? Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're just going to change the cone setup a little bit. So hopefully now you get the idea, we're moving across and moving into the ball. We're just going to change our cone setup a little bit more now. So you can pick up the two front cones. Now, what you're going to do is just going to make a goal that's about 3 steps apart. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 side shuffles should be your goal. Okay, you need 2 footballs. Alright, so we might just move that a little bit closer. Balls, what you're going to do from your goal, alright, so from your starting point, okay, take about 2 steps forward from the cone and put the ball in front. Okay, so, alright, the idea is, okay, so now we're going to work on coming forward and moving into that ball to then scoop it up. Alright, so if you see, the ball's in front of the line of the cone, so we're coming forward to meet it. So, from here, starting point in the middle, now I'm going to go forward to that cone, so I'm moving across and forward, alright, to pick it up there, alright, so I'm getting down nice and low, scooping it, drop off, get set. So from here, so similar movement we've just been working on, it's going forward there, turning in, and I'm now stepping into that ball, okay, with my right foot. So now when I scoop it up, ball's going to my right, okay, we're now working in our scoop technique. Making sure the ball's inside the line of my knee, my elbows are inside the line of my knee, I can scoop it up there, that way. Okay, so from here, coming forward, scoop it up, nice and balanced on the pickup. Again, getting your hips down nice and low, to then pick it up that way. Okay, you're going to do 4 each side for me. Okay, keep your chest, make sure you bend from the knees, keep your shoulders and knee in line as you pick it up. One more each side. So if you do that right, and we're now putting that into practice. One last exercise with the scoop. All right. This time, put the ball just in front of the cone. All right, so it's just inside. All right, but it's just in front of the cone. So the idea is now we're working on the shot. All right, so it might be a low ball. So this area in our goal, we should be looking to try and move our feet to if possible. Okay. Not every time, but the more we can, the more saves we make. All right, and the less mistakes, the less balls dropped we have. Okay. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to take a shuffle across, and now I'm going to step into the ball. So it might be a low shot that we're diving there is a little bit awkward, okay? But I've got time to move my feet. So it's the first movement is a little shuffle, okay? And then my next step is what we call a half step to get in behind and meet the ball. Okay, so from here, it's there, get down, scoop it up. Okay, we go the other side, there, bang, scoop it up. Making sure, keep those elbows tucked in for me. All right, so it's there, step in, scoop it up. Get those elbows inside, bring that other leg across because that's your protection. Okay, you're going to do 4 each side for me. So we're moving across laterally. Not so worried about going too far forward, okay, because our body weight will naturally take us forward. All right, if I go there, then I'm not using my hips. Drive across, make sure we're getting in behind the line, okay, and I'm still meeting that ball in front. Okay, last one. All right, okay. So that's a really good workout to work on your scoops. We're just going to do a couple more. We're going to include our one-on-one technique now. So we start, because we're working on low balls, we can start introducing the fundamentals of it. Okay, just to start with, we're going to start with one ball. Okay, just central. So we're going to have our starting point. Starting point here, okay? So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to come forward, hop into our stance, all right? Just making the K position. So it's there, palms facing forward. So from here, bang, hopping in, okay? We come back and we go the other side. Okay, making sure we're not too low. Again, keep our chest facing forward, hands just below. All right, our wrists in line with just below our knees. So from here, I can then change direction if I need to. Do 4 each leg for me. Now, when you're coming in, make sure last step's a little hop, okay, and keep your feet level. All right, if you have one foot in front of the other, you turn your hips. So your last move is a little hop into your stance and get those feet level for me. Each leg. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to put it to the side. So you're going to put it in line with the cone. Okay? So we're starting central. Now we're working on adjusting our hips, so turning into the ball to get square. Alright? So you'd have it about 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. So now we're going forward into the ball and to the side. So from here, again, near foot take off. So we're going there, okay? And all we're going to do, now, if the ball is going to our left shoulder, our near post is left shoulder, then we're using our left foot to stay up, okay? Bringing the right leg across. So from here, it's there, bang, direct line into the ball. Okay, start facing forward, direct, there. Again, making sure our feet are level. Okay, so it's there, hopping into our stance. Okay, feet level, hands in front. Okay, shoulders, knees in line, chest still facing forward. You're going to do 6 for me. Go the other side. Now, what you'll find is that you'll always be stronger on one side than the other, okay? So again, it's about building your rhythm, all right? So you'll find that one side you'll lead with 1 foot and 1 foot behind. Make sure, get your stance right every time. So it's there, coming in, hop into it. Make sure, look at your feet, okay? So coming in, yep. Am I facing the line of the ball? Yes. Are my feet level? Yes. Okay, am I down nice and low? Yep, brilliant. Okay, do another 6 for me. Okay, once you go on that 6, all right, grab the other ball that you were using before. Okay, now we're going to incorporate. Last exercise. Okay, so this time what you're going to do, you're going to come across to this one here, get set, so again it's to the side, get set, and now we're going to change direction. So the idea is we don't put that knee on the ground, but for low, I can change direction quite quickly. Okay, so I actually want to bring this ball a little bit further away from the starting point, so then when I change, I'm going forward. Okay, so from here I come forward, get set. Now from here, I'm rotating with my hip, yeah, come across and set. Okay, so it's there, set, change direction, bang. All right. Change direction, boom. So then the idea is, even when you're changing direction, we're not turning, we always keep our hips facing forward, okay? You're gonna do 6 of those for me. When you've done 6, you're going to go the other way. So that's our session for today. So there's plenty there for you to work on. Okay, hope you enjoyed it. All right, now, there's plenty there for you to work on at home. As I said, you don't need a big area to do that. It's about repetition. Okay, build your rhythm. Okay, get your technique right. Make sure hips and shoulders facing forward. Get your hips down nice and low. Okay, it's really important. Okay, that we work on these things. If you do all that right, that's a really good, if you build a rhythm of it, okay, that'll get your heart rate up, becomes a natural workout anyway, conditioning. And that's specific to what we need as a goalkeeper as well, all right? It's about acceleration in the first movement, being able to drop our hips down nice and low, okay? And that's how we build up the specific fitness we need as a goalkeeper as well. But focus on the technique, it's not about the speed. Technique builds rhythm, rhythm builds speed, naturally as you get used to it, okay? Hope you enjoyed that, okay? Leave your comments, we'd love to hear, get some feedback on what you think, all right? If there's something you'd like to see us do a session on or a video on, make sure let us know, okay? Stay safe, stay healthy, okay? And we look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.